So continue, student. So when you provide the heat over it, and that time, or the you see, you must have to see these things. The heat should not be come so fast. Okay, if you give, if a lot more heat provided into it, at that time the whole water will be boiled off. Okay. Okay. So this process actually is evaporation. So this evaporation technique also can be used in laboratory also. So whenever you have boiled something, that time you also provide some heat. But if you are not too interested to provide the heat, that time also you can get the that time you also get the separated components. Okay, so no problem. So in case of evaporations, it need not require any kind of supplied heat too much, but it can happen in naturally also. Okay, if you give some heat, that time no problem. Okay. Seventh it, that is your distillation process. See, distillation is the process of separation of a liquid from a soluble salt solution by the evaporation of liquid, and the recondensation of its vapor into another vessel is called the distillation process. Okay, the pure liquid so collected from its salt solution by the combined process of evaporation and recondensation is called distilled or distilled water. So I will not give you so much knowledge into it. I will just focus on one experiment, and that particular apparatus and their corresponding experiment will show that the what is the perfect definition of the distillation process. So this is the diagram of a distillation apparatus. So here, so one round bottom flux is there. See, clearly it is very visible, and over the tripod stand, and this is the Bunsen burner, and you have to provide some heat into it, and it having in a thermometer also, and thermometer basically indicate what is the actual temperature on this particular distillation flux, and it will be connected into it one condenser. So one condenser is to there, and this condenser actually what will do, and suppose this is the Liebig's condenser. So this is the actually the condenser. So condenser actually support the condense the gaseous things into the liquid state. So how to work? See, suppose that this container having some salt water, suppose that NaCl and water into it. So NaCl and water will make the homogeneous solution, and whenever you have to provide some heat over it, so and that particular water will try to evaporate, and you measure the temperature, and you have to mention you have to kept in your mind the temperature will not be across beyond the temperature 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, and that means you have to give the, or you have to supply the heat evenly or thoroughly in a very slowly. Okay, and you parallelly you have to see the temperature also. Okay, so when the temperature will around the 100 degrees Celsius, and the below the 100 degrees Celsius, because evaporation will happen, and that evaporated that means the steam or the gaseous substance will be come through this delivery tube, and when the gaseous substance will come into the particular condenser, and the condenser actually contain some cold chilled water or cold water, and when the gaseous come into contact with the cold water, and that time the whole gaseous things will be converted directly into liquid state, and the liquid will be collected in this particular receiver. So this is the process of whole distillation process, and from distillation process you have to know this thing: the water is being separated easily, and your salt is also separate out easily. But remember, in case of evaporation process, the water will be not be recovered. Because water will remove, or water will be boiled up. So that time water will not be collected by this process, means evaporation technique. But in case of distillation, in both the part that is your salt as well as the water, both the things you can easily get. So this is the advantages over this is the advantages of distillation method over the evaporation technique or the boiling process. Okay, next coming to the point, that is your sublimation technique. See, sublimation, you know that sublimation is a process by which the solid substance is directly converted into the gaseous substance, that is called your sublimation. And when again the whole the gaseous substance directly convert into the solid state, and this process is actually is called your depositions process. Okay, so see this experiment. So I having one is dish is there, one petri dish or evaporating dish, something like that, one china dish is there, it doesn't matter. And you have to this whole dish you have to put into a tripod stand with a wire gauge, and you have to provide some heat over it. And in see one also some means the inverted, you have to take one funnel, and that particular funnel you have to invert it in positions. Okay, inverted positions. And this upper part of the portions of this funnel, you have to pour some cotton wool. Okay, just because of you need not to pass out the whole gaseous substance in through it. Okay, so now you have to into it means this evaporating dish or china dish, you have to keep some ammonium chloride and sodium chloride. So ammonium chloride and sodium chloride is something is very equal to C, or you can say that very similar to C. So you will never be separate out by visually, but ammonium chloride wants some pungent smell also there, but this is different thing. So but and suppose that these white things, white ammonium chloride is like white color and sodium chloride is also white, and when you mixed it, and then the whole the thing will be in white color, and this is very difficult to by your hand you can separate out, or any other process is there. So this is the perfect procedure, that is your sublimation technique. So what will actually do, the mechanism is, when you supply some heat over it, that is ammonium chloride and sodium chloride, that ammonium chloride act as a sublimative compound, so it will be evaporate. And when that means the whole the ammonium chloride will turn into gaseous state, and gaseous substance will be stay in this particular funnel. Okay, because you have already put some cotton wool into it, so the gaseous will not pass through it. So the whole gaseous substance into it, and when you give it off the burner or flame, that time the whole gaseous substance will be condensed by the environmental air, or you can say that the cold air surrounded into this particular apparatus. And when the whole gaseous substance contact the cool air, and that time the whole gaseous substance turn into solid state. So that time the solid substance will be stay in this particular zone, and the solid thing, that is solid sodium chloride, it leave it here. So we can easily separate out the ammonium chloride and the sodium chloride. So this process actually is called your sublimation process. An experiment actually I have already told you. And now coming to the point, that is your centrifugation technique. So the centrifugation technique, this is the method of separating the finely suspended particles in a liquid by whirling the liquid at a very high speed, is called centrifugation. So actually centrifugation technique is like that. Suppose you want to remove the cream from the milk, so that time the centrifugation technique are being used. And centrifugation technique are based on the densities of the particle. Suppose that you have a mixtures of the if you have a mixtures of